Oh, hey guys! Sup, it's your boy, Papery, here from Paper Tech. As you can see, I have a face cam, or, well, I've always had one, which is my phone, but anyway, I'm face reveal, face reveal. This is my first time ever in my life showing my face in YouTube, so I hope you enjoy it. Then if you don't, then I'm sorry. But anyways, in this video, we're going to talk why do people like me still use old Mac Pros in 2019? I mean, they're old, like, yeah, but why would anyone use them? So, actually in this video we are not going to really talk about that much why do I use it. We are going to talk more really why everyone pretty much uses them who likes Mac Pros or has one, and why do they use it. Like, it's just not me, I'm not the only one. Anyways, I have some notes here, which is pretty amazing considering I never take notes. But anyways, so what are these Mac Pros that most people are talking about when they're referring to stuff like Cheese Grater or old generation or, well, not trash can models? There are two major Mac Pro designs. The first generation one, aka Cheese Grater one, that was introduced back in 2003 with the Power Mac G5. But of course, when they did the transition to Intel, they renamed it to Mac Pro, and well, they kind of changed the design a bit. Of course, the insides were completely different, but from the outside it was mostly the same anyways. And then that from 2006 to 2012, well, it was the Cheese Grater era. But then in 2013, Apple introduced the trash can Mac Pro, aka 2013 one, which is still in stores. I mean, why? They're like the dumbest thing ever. I don't get why people still buy them, because for real, like 2012 Mac Pros are much better than 2013 ones. Like, you can't say 2013 one is better. Anyways, we're going to get into it why. So, upgradability. Well, if you have ever seen Power Mac G5 or Power Mac G4 or 3 or Mac Pro Cheese Grater one ever before, you know that they're huge machines always. And that's because they are upgradable by a lot. Like, you can upgrade them like pretty much however you want. Like, pretty much only the case and the firmware is the limit. And yeah, basically you can upgrade the RAM, the storage, the GPU, even sometimes the CPU, but you can't go higher than the firmware allows you to. We'll get into that firmware stuff maybe later, if I remember to. But anyways, so what do I have, for example? So my Mac Pro 2008 originally came with 2.8 GHz Xeon quad-core processors, aka Xeon E5462 CPUs, two of them, and ATI Radeon HD4 870, yes, I think, and 2 GB of RAM and Apple hard drive 320 GB. I upgraded the hard drive to a Samsung Evo SSD 500 GB and the GPU to NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1050 Ti 4G and RAM to 16 GB, yes. CPU, there is not a lot of room to upgrade pretty much. I can upgrade to 3.2 GHz CPUs, but they're just more power hungry. They're pretty much just overclocked CPUs from, well, the 2.8 GHz that I already have, so you know what would be the point pretty much. But my Mac Pro is the most depressing one because this is the last model to feature the Core 2 Duo architecture or style Axions. Because the 2009 models and up have the Core i9 and not i9, i7 excuse me, or i3 or whatever, those kind of style or based on Axions, and they're a lot better in CPU tasks. I have seen them, but this Mac Pro still does some stuff well, like, okay, it may not run BeamNG RAM so well, but it still runs 4K Final Cut Pro or edits 4K Final Cut Pro 60 FPS and can game pretty well. The CPU is the only bottleneck pretty much, also the RAM because it's DDR2 and they upgraded that to DDR3 in 2009. But anyways, to the firmware stuff. So 2006 Mac Pros are upgradable to 2.1 firmware, because Mac Pro 2006 is 1.1, so you can put then 2.1 CPUs in them, yeah. But and 2009 models, which are 4.1, you can upgrade to 5.1, which is the 2012 and 2010 model, making 2009 models officially capable of running Mojave pretty much without any patchers. Like, okay, yeah, my Mac Pro still can run Mojave with patchers, but Nvidia hasn't yet, or Apple has not yet approved the drivers for it, so I can't really use them or install Mojave. Of course, Mojave requires Metal GPU, so I can't even use my Radeon old GPU. So next, yeah, we're going to talk about a little bit about reliability, okay? These Mac Pros are also really reliable, like no joke. Even though this Mac Pro has been running for 10 years, it has never been in like Apple service like ever, and these are really reliable. Only thing is that the 2009 models and up, because they feature the Core i5 and i7 and stuff based Axions, they produce a lot more heat and they can die. The CPUs can die of overheating, but I'm pretty safe because, well, I have barely got my CPU to 50 degrees Celsius, like under heavy load on this Mac Pro, under heavy load. It's pretty good considering I have two CPUs in this machine that are both Axions. Let's talk about prices. So you may have wanted to buy one of these. The thing is, you have seen that these are really expensive. Like even the 2006 one, okay, yeah, they're pretty cheap, maybe $100, but still can be pretty expensive. And that's because these machines, as I said, are really reliable and upgradable. Now, you can probably find or get a deal for a cheap Mac Pro without, like, maybe with just the bare bones, really, with maybe no GPU at all, maybe even. I have seen some people selling like Mac Pros without GPUs and then selling them for cheaper, a lot cheaper. And you may even see like some Mac Pros go as high as 5K, like $5,000. Yes, I've seen them. Like 2012 models go as high as that if they have the maximum upgrades and stuff. But my 2008 model, for example, I think it's the most reliable one. These have very few problems, and these go for like only $500 bucks on eBay. If you are considering buy one Mac Pro, I was considering going with, if you run a budget, with the 2008 model. But if you can go a bit higher and find a really good deal, go with 2009 model because it's much better, and you can upgrade the CPUs to 2012 CPUs and run Mac OS X natively without any issues. So next we have the comments, okay? So I have Twitter open here on my iPod, and I asked from people what do maybe I would like to talk about in this video. Let's see. I did not get many replies, even though I retweeted it, but I got one from my boy Benji, yes. Why should you buy one of these cheese grater Mac Pros instead of waiting? Simple thing is this. If you have the money, I highly suggest you wait, because if Apple does the new Mac Pros right, I think they're going to like blow everything out of the water, every single computer ever. Because these Mac Pros, like many PC people even think these machines are the best machines Apple ever produced, because you can upgrade these so much, and you can even put a Hackintosh inside this, and that's pretty easy also. After the 2013 one came out, people completely forgot about the older Mac Pros, and just started hating on Apple on these why Mac Pro is so trash. And basically the 2013 has ruined everything. I don't actually have high hopes for the new one, but if you have the budget, I highly still suggest you wait, because these can still suffer from issues and stuff, but if you're on a budget, definitely still go with these instead of maybe building a Hackintosh, because these are much more better than Hackintosh. If you want to, comment down below. I might make a video about this maybe later, of Gen Mac Pros versus Hackintoshes. So I still need more research on really reliable are most of the Hackintoshes and other cool stuff. And now we're getting to the end of the video. Okay, so why do I still use these machines basically? It's pretty much just for the power, upgradability and reliability. I've never had a single crash on this machine. Not a single one. Okay, on Windows, of course I have had many issues. But it's just Windows. On macOS, I have never had a kernel panic. I have never had any trouble. Only I have had issues with the NVIDIA drivers pretty much. But, well, that's just NVIDIA. I mean, you can buy just put a Radeon or a Vega GPU and you don't have to mess with the NVIDIA stuff, and pretty much. Except that in 2008 machines are lower, you can't really run El Capitan or Never with metal supported AMD GPUs, because they have the new drivers that require and Never CPU type. I might also make a video. If you want to, leave a comment down below. I might make a video also the NVIDIA hassle, because I tried looking it up, but I couldn't find a single video about it really on Google or on YouTube, I mean. And so I might make a dedicated video about that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you maybe found this useful. I'll be in the comment sections or in the comment section down below answering to your guys' questions if you have any. Make sure to also leave video ideas down below, and make sure to tell me if you want the Hackintosh vs cheese grater Mac Pros and the NVIDIA video. Make sure to tell me down below. But for now, hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, leave a comment, you know all that stuff. Yeah, do what you really want to. Anyways, peace out.